Chapter 9 Recommendations. Resulting from the findings of fact set out in the body of the report, the below-mentioned recommendations are made. Every effort should be made to have a well-trained and highly professional police force, with a thorough appreciation of its duty to serve impartiality, regardless of ethnicity or party affiliation, and loyal to the best interests of the country and to the constabulary. This will, in turn, call for a heavy investment in training at every level, and on an ongoing basis with attention to appropriate values in addition to proper policing techniques. The army, too, must be professional. Nothing is worse than an army in a country striving to be an ideal functioning democracy, being partial to any political party, whether in government or otherwise. An army, by definition, has a near monopoly of the legitimate instruments of violence and must be trained to act responsibly at all times. The coroner. In this case, there may have been more than one coroner over the 8-year period that elapsed before the coroner's request into the death of Dr. Rodney started. That delay did nothing to assist in maintaining confidence in the justice system. Every inquest hereafter should commence within 6 months of a death in unnatural circumstances or in any circumstances warranting an inquest. That is the goal to which all coroners should aspire. The coroner should be encouraged to exercise his or her own discretion or judgment in such instances. It should be added that ACP Ignatius McRae did describe Rodney's death as unnatural. The police should be aware of the need to act with reasonable dispatch in these matters and should be preparing their investigative file so as to meet the time frame indicated with oversight from the Office of the DPP. It was conceded by the police in the course of the inquiry that a thorough investigation was not done in Rodney's death. In fact, the evidence is that the police did not act with professionalism, thoroughness, or speed. The recommendation is that the department in the police force tasked with responsibility to investigate serious crimes like murder should, at all times, strive to do so with thoroughness and urgency, without compromising the investigations, and those in authority should make it their duty to so ensure. Failure to pursue their investigations professionally, as in the Rodney case, may be regarded as an adverse reflection on the society's regard for the right to life, which is one of the hallmarks of a civilized society. Some important records, inclusive of files with evidence relating to the Walter Rodney case, and in the custody of the police and the army, were not made available to the Commission as requested. The explanation provided was that they could not be found. That is an adverse commentary on the thoroughness, efficiency, and security of their record-keeping systems. The recommendation is that a thorough and prompt review of the systems be undertaken so as to ensure that an improved, efficient, and reliable system of record-keeping is provided to both the Army and the police. Such a system will call for properly trained personnel to manage and maintain it. A secure computerized system may go a long way in achieving this objective. No party in government should be permitted to tamper easily or at all with the electoral system such as to secure an unfair advantage. The electoral system should be entrenched in the Constitution and should only be amenable by a 2/3 majority. Besides, the chairman of the Elections Commission should be a person of the highest integrity and non-political, and his or her appointment should meet with the approval of opposition groups and sectoral interests. If felt necessary, the chairman may be sourced from a CARICOM country. The political opposition and other interests should be adequately represented on the Commission. Serious changes should not be undertaken except after a thorough and meaningful public education program and after consultation with the opposition party or parties and pursuant to a 2/3 majority vote in Parliament. Consistent with the spirit of CARICOM integration, in each and every general election, observers from across the CARICOM region, the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom should continue to be invited to monitor the elections, and in that exercise, every facility should be afforded them. The ethnic divide in the Guyanese society constitutes a fragile fault line. General elections produce an environment that puts that fault line under stress. Many of the recommendations made herein assume the existence and maintenance of a sense of ethnic harmony, but it has to be worked at. Every government has a continuing responsibility to work in close consultation with national associations and diverse interest groups to design and implement a program intended to strengthen ethnic harmony and a sense of national unity. The end.